Welcome back to the channel. Well, today is Labor Day. It's in the evening. It's probably getting close to 6 o'clock. Oh, it's only 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So, I've been doing some cleaning in my, in the other end of the shop, you know, where I want to put my office, but I'm taking a break from that. Actually, I took a little break a while ago too, and went and got some ice cream with the wife. It was just me and her. That was kind of nice. So, then I did a little riding around, you know, prospecting for gems. Made a phone call and that didn't work out, but that's okay. But anyways, got to see one of my Amish friends. I took him in some stuff that I was cleaning on my shed, some old nails and stuff. I shouldn't say old nails. Well, they are probably old, but they're new. It has never been used. Anyways, and he was out picking onions and stuff and said, "Hey, take as many as you want." And so we grabbed some red onions, and he had a cabbage patch there, so we grabbed a bunch of cabbages too. So that worked out really nice. Then, you know, we got some ice cream. So happy. But what I want to do, I want to put my seat cushions on this M5. Looks like she could use a little bit of oil. It's not at the high mark. That's better than way over full and looking like chocolate milk, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, we'll hook the battery back up. Oh, I didn't turn the gas on. We're gonna have to do that. Oh, you know what? Hopefully I've got the bolts, because I don't know if these screws are gonna come out as planned, but we'll take it up by the shop anyways, back it up there, and then, yeah, I want to get that done. I think I already have some enough footage for a video for you guys already to watch, but, yeah, that's the plan, man. So I still need to change these tires, but all right. Haven't started this one in quite a few days. Oh, I gotta put that rain cap back on. I have it here somewhere. It's right here. That part. I'll have to find a bolt too. So okay, no biggie. All right. Yeah, I want to get seat cushions on this doggone thing. Oh, the steering's working today. About 75 degrees today. Hardly a cloud in the sky. So, yeah, that was kind of nice. Kind of nice. Guys, remind me tomorrow to order the intake for that truck. I'm sure I'll remember, but you know what I mean. So, yeah. Well, I was just picking up a few more things, and I was like, whoa, I can put them seat cushions on it. And that'll be, you know, one less project done and, you know, stuff put away. So I'm not working around it. Yeah, 2 birds, 1 stone, right? So, cool. Awesome. Yep, I like this tractor. This is the third M5 I've owned. Second gasser. Actually, the first one it was an M5 front end and a 5-star rear end on it. So, but anyways, yeah, this has been a cool one too. I would someday like to repaint this one too, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, well, let's go grab some cushions, and because I'm thinking the bottom here, I don't know if it's got any bolts or not, but I think there's 1, 2, 3. Is there 4? Yeah, there's 4 screws here to hold the backrest on. And I want to put the bottom on first, of course, and then let's see if I got bolts for that. Okay, finally found a couple of the right size bolts for this. Not easy being cheesy. Alright. I think that's how that goes. Do flat in the front, yes. Gotta be. Alright. Put a lock washer on it. Okay, decided to put a flat washer on it as well. Okay, well, after 20 minutes of searching for the correct length wrench or bolt, I got it. There we go. All right, now that's on. Now we got to get the bolts out of the upper part here. I got your back to the sun and my face is in the sun, so it'd be a miracle if this comes loose. If I had to guess, probably just knock them babies right off. And call it a day. I got my little impact driver too. Use that if I need to. But this one turned a little bit. Or did the whole thing turned. Well, let me get a wrench and just put it on there and see if we can just twist them off. I don't care if I break them. Well, here's the clip part. This whole thing's gonna want to turn. Oh yeah. make sure it's coming out. I didn't think that was going to happen. That's a miracle. Huh. I'm a big fan of the miracles. So, well, maybe we can reuse these. Oh shoot, I don't need to put them on there if I do. But because you're not going to be able to see. This one here got a little more rust on it. Not sure what kind of bird that is making that racket. I'm trying not to poke a hole in my brand new seat there, because that wouldn't that just make you cry? I know I probably should just cut them off. But I have more patience than most. Okay, well apparently you got too hot. I think, well, I guess I am sweating, but anyways, I got the bottom on. I had to get a little aggressive with that one bolt, so no biggie. Okay, this has a steel back on it, so all right. I'd have to say it goes on like so. I think we want to work this around, to be honest with you. Let me just turn it the other way real quick, just in case the holes are offset or something. They kind of look like they're right in the center, but let me turn it over anyways. It just looked a little bit low in there. All right. Get in there, you. You know you want to. There. I knew you'd see it my way. One more thing off this done. Maybe I should do the middle ones first. I don't know. Push those down. Yeah, I'd say the back cover. I don't think that's the right one. That's the bummer. The length is good, but I can't push that down. I don't like that either. Okay. All right, well, there we go. it helps if you put the top cushion on the correct way. Fits wonderfully. Oh well. So, all right, yeah. So I got the seat cushions from Clint Stom. I think this was only like, might have been $175 for the pair. And of course I didn't have to pay shipping because he brought it to the show. That's one of the nice things about going to these Minneapolis bowling shows, when our, our club, call them merchandisers or people that bring parts that are, come to these shows, really can save on shipping, because I'm sure shipping on, 2 cushions like this is going to be, I don't know, what is it, 20, 30, 40, 50 bucks. So that saves you quite a bit there. Anyways, yeah, looking good. Small improvements at a time. Looks like I need to put a a knob on there too. Knob there, knob there. Yeah, you can spend hundreds of dollars on knobs. So anyways, and I know this one needs the those levers replaced there sometime, but not right now. We got bigger fish to fry. So yeah, we got the stuff going on, but yeah, just little baby steps, little improvements all the time on these tractors. Oh, I want to fix that real quick before I go. There we go. Ting ting, back on. So okay, well, this is all I'm gonna do for this tractor at the minute. Just wanted to get that done. This is a pretty sweet tractor too. Yeah, this is the first M5 I really want to keep. So just mostly, well, it's about the story, if you're new to the channel, and there's quite a few of the are. Actually this tractor and the tractor in front there, that white front end Z right there, the other one's Jacob's, came from the same place. Plus well, it's a fully mounted 4 bottom. Right now there just only has 3 bottoms on that plow, but I have the 4th bottom. But anyways, it was sold new in Pinnebog, Michigan. Pinnebog, if you are familiar with the area, isn't very big. It's if you blink, you're passed through that town, and I'm sure at one time it was probably a pretty ripping place. But anyways, I had a Moline dealer at one time, and this was bought out of there brand new, and it's never left that area until basically when I got it. But it's not really all that far away. It's probably not quite an hour away straight north of me. But anyways, so it's a semi-local tractor. In the history of it, I have the original manual for this tractor, the one for that tractor, and for the plow, and for the hydraulic cylinder that I got with them, which is, yeah, it's on that tractor. That's where it's at. So another one of those Minneapolis Moline cylinders. So yeah, I'm kind of told the guy that I got them from that I'm gonna keep them all together, unless some drastic emergency comes along, but I don't foresee that. I have other options to combat that. But yeah, the only thing I really want to do this yet is change these front tires. I've been on a look for some used ones, but I might just have to buy new ones sometime. But for now though, they're doing fine. I've never put air in them. So, and then but yeah, that's a pretty nice tractor. It didn't run when I got it, and if you look back at my M5 playlist, this is the one there. Somehow or another, I'm sure it's my fault, I goobered up the threads and busted the port in one of the spark plug holes there. So I had to put a different head on it. We'll call it real quick, but and kind of worked out. It's not what it's who you know. This tractor, these are 4210 heads, which really aren't anything special. There's tons of them out there, but I got a friend on the other side of the state who builds motors for pulling motors for a living. So he does heads, he does all kinds of, he'll build you a motor. You want the whole thing out of aluminum, aluminum blocked, and that kind of stuff is what I'm getting at. He'll do that for you. He's a one-man band though, so you got to be patient. But anyways, so I called him up. He said, "Yep, I got one," and he said, "Let me test it first." And then so he tested it. Yep, wasn't cracked, holding compression. He says, "All right, by the time you get here, I'll have it ready." So he put new valves and all that stuff in it. Make sure she's good, and here we are. So put it on there, and away we went. And the head that I cracked, I have somebody that wants to try to fix it. which is cool and all, you know, but you know, if it doesn't work out, it's okay, because you know, I don't have to have it. But like I say, those 4210 heads, they're not hard to come by. So so far I should say. So yeah, pretty tickled. I don't remember, the lights work on this one? I think they might. But so it needs a good bath yet, but it really is not missing much at all. As you can see, I put a new intake tube on there, gone through the carb. Let's see, this was the one, the starter was goofy, wasn't it? Made a lot of noise. I think it was, but really it was bad cables. Still probably need some attention on wires, but anyways, you know, of course, now seat cushions is what I've done. Other than it doesn't have the PTO shield on, but I do have it. So I should probably get that on. You know, that wouldn't take me but a minute to put that on, so why don't I do it? I know why it's off, because it's a whole lot easier to get to the PTO shaft if it's off. But other than that, then you know, gauges are all intact. I don't have a steering wheel center in it, but that's not a problem to fix either. So I think I will. That way, that's just one less thing I have to walk around to. Let's put that PTO shield on. Okay, real easy. Just zip these two bolts out. And I really think the only purpose of these bolts is to hold the PTO shield on. There's really nothing else that does. Ooh, looks like she's bent, but I think it'll be easy to fix it once it's on the tractor. Little things. Little things to make it complete. Come on, baby. Okay. This tractor did come with the PTO cover as well, but I don't have that on here. Ooh, all right. Well, as you can see, it's a little bit tweaked. Here, I'll bring it up here. I don't know if you can tell or not. It's a whole lot, you know, a little bit offset here. But I think if I take a big wrench and just pry it over, I think we'll be all in business here. Let's try it this way. A little more, it says. I'd say that's close enough for government work. It's probably could go just a little more. Just a little, he says. Right there. All right, we'll call that good. There, still can get in there. Ooh, this seat cushion fits my butt nicely. Nicely. Yeah, and I sit up a lot higher too. It's gonna be easier to, you know, push on the clutch as well. So, all right. Oh, sun's going down. It feels a lot better. Sure is a nice running tractor. The story I was told too, that was these tractors sat for like 20-something years, both of them. Well, the family being, you know, a farming family apparently, or at least they were paying attention, they would go out once a year, you know, and turn the motors over. So that kept them loose. So kudos to them. That saved me a lot of work. Less content, a lot, you know, saved me a lot of work. So no, that's good. So yeah, to see some color. Some of these harder woods are changing. So yellows in that autumn olive. But so yeah, fall's upon us. Today's the first day of September. So fall will be here shortly. About 3 weeks. Lots to do before winter comes, but yeah, I made some good progress today. Get my somebody commented something about a Dan cave. Well, yeah, get my Dan cave started. So I can work on that 1 day a week or something like that. That'll help out. Trash man's not gonna like me, but that's all right. But finding all kinds of inline filters. I knew I had them. I found them. Anyways, Rabies, they're coming over for their tractors later on this afternoon, or later on tonight yet. It's after 6 o'clock now. I think it's like 6:30. So, yep. That's a nice little pair of tractors. So, yeah, cool. Lots of work. Bother showing you because you won't be able to see it anyways. The sun's going to be in your eyes. So. I'll just go over a little tour again. Putzing along, enjoying today. Today feels like a Sunday, but it's actually a Monday. Just, I don't know. Something about listening to a Moline run, just idling. You know, listen to the governor open up a little bit when you're going up a hill. I don't know if the GoPro is showing a hill here or not, but it's not super steep, but it's, you know, definitely not something I want to run up. And then there's that plow right there that came with this tractor, brand new. So on the bottom there, right there as well. So it needs a lot of work. Getting ready to go downhill. I don't know if you can hear the tractor speeding up, I guess. Talk to the boys, maybe we need to brush hog that. I don't know. That's our food plot. Deer have plenty of stuff to chew on around here, but the oats are all headed out. Looks like they're kind of turning. So that'd be a good time to mow them down, and they probably reseed themselves. So I'll see what they want to do. Yeah, nice little area for the deer. Comrade Heidi, she's in the foxtail over there. Back in the old days, we probably flush up a pheasant there, but we don't have many pheasants in this area anymore. There used to be a I can remember my grandfather talking about back in the day. They bought the farm in 55, I think it was. Moved here from a neighboring town either side of the county. Well, anyways, he said there'd just be nothing to go walk out and see 200 pheasants. But holy Toledo, I'm telling you, these deer have decimated my soybeans. You see that? There's hardly any leaves left. Got the topseed off, they're eating the beans. Hopefully the boys can case you're wondering, we do eat a lot of venison. That's kind of our main protein source. And just putzing along in second gear. So we won't plow this up until spring. You know, I'll probably brush hog some of it just the way it is. Once, you know, it gets close to hunting season, just, you know, help bring in the deer, then we'll do it again, then do it again, and then we'll let them pick through it all winter long. So, yep. Yeah, we need to do some brush hogging back here too. Knock some of these weeds down. Again. Now let's go this way. Lots of good habitat. Red pine there. I said big. Oh, there's some more birch. So, yeah, we got a trail going off that way. A lot of times we use these trails in the winter time when I'm cutting firewood. Let's see. Yeah, there's an ash tree, or that's an elm tree. I'm sorry. We'll show you the new building site for my new building. Really hasn't changed. I mean, we haven't done anything else since this winter. I haven't had time, or I haven't made arrangements to get the equipment over here to you know, haul sand in here. I have the sand here, but yeah, Yeah, it's kind of growing up with weeds, but not too bad. So yeah, the backside of my shop, my lean-to here. But yeah, we'll clear that brush out as well, and then I want to bring this up quite a few feet, you know, and keep it out of the wet area. But yeah, 40 by 80 minimum to have to go up here, but I'm hoping a 60 by something. So hoping, and what happens? Two different things, right? So we'll see. Because then I'll have a door up that way, and then I got a path that you can't really tell from here, but I do have a path right there that, you know, I'll be able to come through there too as well. So reverse. Blackberries, that's all blackberries over there. We didn't pick a whole lot this year, so I'm sure they're reseeded. This needs to be trimmed up too. Well, there, back to our parking spot for the minute. Yeah, we'll be using this one probably in the winter time, this too, as well, just because it's a gas, it'll start easy. But yeah, who knew that I could make a whole video out, or a whole video about an M5 putting the seat cushions on and a few other things that I did to it. But it is what it is. So I hope you enjoyed it. This just one of the many things I was working on today. I didn't bother, you know, hauling the camera around when I was cleaning. Here, let me get you there. Is that better? Haul the camera around while I was, you know, cleaning and sorting and stuff, because nobody needs to see that. So, but anyways, yeah, lots going on. And again, I'll be at the Thumb Octagon Barn Festival this weekend. It'll be sometime Saturday. I will be there, probably Saturday only. I don't think I'm going to have time to take a tractor to display there. So I'll just go there, film, do the flea market, eat some fry pies from the Amish, and you know, have a good time, and you know, see some more of my friends that I haven't seen in a little bit, a little while. And then yeah, we're doing that. Then there's a, like I said, there's a an online only auction coming up that has a bunch of Minneapolis mulleins in it and some green ones. So, and yeah, I'm gonna video that. I do believe I'm gonna just make sure. I heard they were out by the road already, something similar to that one out in Iowa. So, but just nowhere near as many. So, and that's coming up too. That's online only. Almond auctions, you know, Almond Vintage Power, the Dave Frick estate. Is it Dave Frick? Last name's Frick, at least. 3 days, or yeah, 3 days, 3 auctions. There's September 4th, 5th, and 6th, and they're selling at least 4 pages, I guess is what it is, every night. So bid away. There's one tractor I'm kind of interested in, but it's probably not going to happen. And then, well, we'll see. We'll see. You can guess which one it is. But I don't know. It's not one of the real high dollar expensive one, just so you know. But anyways, Heidi, what you doing? New to the channel, this is Heidi. She's supposed to be part short hair and blue tick. And she's 100% lunatic, right? Hey, what you got? What'd you find? There's nothing in the sand there, unless something went wee-wee there. It could have been Jacob. But anyways, all right, well, from Heidi the lunatic dog, and I'm Lovin Dan. So, hey, I appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the next one.